कृपया ध्यान दीजिए, the language used on the podcast may not be fit for consumption. We warn you, tread carefully. But listen, yaar, don't be so conservative. Yeah, blow my mind. Woo! I'm very excited actually, guys. First, welcome to the show, which was brought to you by our two sponsors, whose names loosely will be Volvo and HUFT. But I'll give you a much better plug later on once I can read it on the screen, which of course, because Sparsh is upset, wasn't paying attention to the show so far. Ayushi and Sriraam are with us. But can I just start? Because I've just come back from Kasauli. Let me explain. Kasauli is a little further than Lonavala. It's not easy to access. You go to Chandigarh, and from there you get into a car and drive for a couple of hours. And it's the foothills of Himachal. And you won't believe, this was Kushwant Singh Literary Fest, and I was doing security because someone has to guard the place.
What's wrong?
I'm not kidding. And guess what? I met fans of the show. A big fan called Sanchit Khanna. Shout out to him and his lovely wife Amisha. Huh?
In Kasauli.
That's what you get out of this?
Yeah.
I'm talking about the fan and you want to go geography again?
No, because there's people there also that listen to us.
Listen to this. He came from Ludhiana. Okay.
Wow.
He's a textile tycoon from Ludhiana. He's like one of the 5 richest men in India. And he came all the way. It's about 4 to 5 hour drive to Kasauli because that's the closest to meeting the great man in person. Who's the great man, Sparsh?
You?
Oh, that's right. I didn't want to say it. Him too. But he's no longer with us. So,
One second. Somebody drove 4 to 5
Not
hours.
somebody, Sanchit Khanna.
Sanchit Khanna. So sorry,
If it
Sanchit.
was somebody, I would have said Silvery.
Correct.
Yeah.
But Sanchit drove 4 to 5 hours to find you.
Yeah. 4 hours if he was really driving fast and 5 hours if he was driving normally. So let's say 4.5. He came all the way. Okay, there was a lit festival. One second, let me talk to the child. In Kasauli, which is in the Himachal, there was a lit festival, a famous one called the Kushwant Singh Lit Festival. I was part of catering, and so I was also there. And he found out about that. So he and his wife, Amisha, came all the way because he is a diehard fan.
What were you all serving?
Not much. If you're a diehard fan,
You forgot, Ayushi, that he upgraded himself from security to catering. And
Wait.
Next,
let me explain.
At the 5th iteration of the story, he'll finally be a panelist.
As a diehard fan.
No, he is Sanchit Sharma. In that
Not Sharma, you idiot Khanna. You South Indian bastard. All North Indians are the same. What the hell are you saying? This bloody racist on the show early morning. Yeah, so
then he and his wife.
Yeah, so he and his wife, they came all the way just for the show. And then as usual, the organizers had preponed, we did 2-3 things there. So they preponed the first event, which was a book launch of Alec Padamsi's book thingy and a discussion with it. And unfortunately, they preponed that and made us go early. So they missed that. So he came and he was so upset because they came for that and that was over as they entered. So, but they met me, yeah. I mean, they got gifts and stuff, yeah. I mean, they have to be diehard fans. Or they owe my family money.
What
makes no sense.
What did you get as a gift?
I'm going to unbox the sweets, the mithais and all because they're with the other people who were with me. So I have to get that. Those bags are with somebody else.
So you took all the credit.
They got
took
my
all
wife.
the gifts.
He's got something from the factory. He's a textile guy and he's got something for my wife who's far away.
So if he gets
if there's a
everything
woman
for you,
out there
then
who
we
likes
should all
me, I
just
can
keep quiet.
give that to her right now.
We should just keep quiet now.
I should?
Because this is your show. You get all the gifts.
No, he mentioned all your names. He mentioned your name. Sriram didn't mention you. He mentioned Amit Doshi. He mentioned Silvery by name. Sparsh, he didn't mention you. Rishi by name. So, I mean, in the little conversation we had, he mentioned he knows everything about the show. He knows about Maya. He knows about my 7 o'clock hard stop for dinner. Sriram's hair.
He knows everything. He knows everything about the show.
Bro, we have someone who listens to the damn show. Show respect. See, this is a reverse. Sorry, go on.
Except the fact that you're diabetic and still he gives you sweets.
Yeah.
He wants you dead.
Yeah.
He wants
He is
your
not a
show.
fan.
No, he knows the penury issue that I have. So the sweets are for me to distribute to others. Because Diwali is coming up, brother. You know? So, muh meeta kar, that kind of thing. So, very sweet of him. No pun intended.
It's so bad. But you met him.
He's listening to the show right now.
Is he here?
Is he here? Means he's not like Superman. I would give him a bat signal and the guy turns up. No, it's not like
I
that.
haven't had a good weekend. I'm not feeling 100%
He
up
can't.
here.
He can't.
guys say nothing out of the show.
Be here. He can't be here yet because he's still on his way back to Ludhiana driving. So.
No, he's had a driver. I don't think Sanchit suffers.
So is he gonna sponsor the show next?
He's a male version of Ayushi.
Pretty much. Yeah.
I don't think he's suffering in terms of work and all that. Don't worry about it. It's all good. All good.
I walk into those ones.
Yeah.
I really do.
But can I just say, so it's reversed the whole thing. Before you used to have fans and the star was like the star and the fans, whatever. Now in this podcast format, actually the fan is the star. Since we're all talking about Sanchit Khanna, do you understand?
That's true.
And he's big.
Yeah.
And the whole panel is like, wow, Rishi is like, oh, you're so complimentary about him early
I
morning when we were
I
chatting.
feel a lot more fans need to be like Sanchit, who
Yeah.
all the listeners who watch the
Yeah.
show, give us stuff, man. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Like, give
there are
the old
people
diabetic
who
more
like,
sweets. You just want to kill me, right?
yeah,
And take over the show.
there are,
I want
Get
free
your-
things.
Huh.
I just want free
exactly. There
things
are
in
people.
general.
We live in
Do
a
you want free
world.
words?
No, I want free things.
I'll
Like
give you
as in-
free words.
No, I get those enough from myself and you once a week. But I want free products.
This-
If you manufacture
So what we have at the
products-
moment, let's look at the products we have. We have HUFT, dog products. We give you, you know,
Yes.
if you have urine stains on
The
your carpet, for
urine,
example.
yeah.
I'll
we-
take
we've
the
got
Volvo.
yeah.
I was coming to that. Now that's a little.
Yeah.
It's in discussion. It's a work in progress.
Like, get
Where-
in
where they-
line,
I'm
Ayushi.
leaning into this persona y'all have created of me,
Yeah.
of this really like, you know,
Rich.
spoiled,
Yeah,
rich,
yeah.
entitled
And you can't go back to
person.
daddy and say, I
So
just
can't
got
go
a
back.
carpet.
So now,
it's got to be
exactly. So
more.
now I'm going to just ask for what I want. I want a
Yeah.
car.
Okay.
I want to be paid.
No problem.
on time.
No problem. I have a solution. Take down the note. Dear Sanchit, क्या कौन सा color? Blue. Is there a possibility of getting a blue Volvo X3?
Yeah.
Yes.
40
It'll
recharge.
be difficult to pack that in a mithai dabba, but
Of course it
we'll
can.
make it work.
Why
But
can't it
it's
happen?
totally possible. The bigger the dabba, the bigger
Yeah, and the country is
present.
full of dabbas. Just look around. What are you talking about?
This reminds
You
me
think it's
on
metro,
on
right?
this-
They've been putting signs like metro and all that. It's just dabbas, I'm telling you. People are staying there. These are new apartment blocks in.
We can't do
especially
too
South
much.
Mumbai.
We can't do too much Bombay talk because people
Why?
get upset.
He came from
Why?
Ludhiana to Kasauli. We've united the country.
Oh, that's true.
And my South Indian Brahmin friend made some North Indian racist remarks also. So everything's
it's
good
done.
here.
It's
I've
done.
united
What
the
did I
country.
do?
It's too late.
What did I
You
do?
can't call her Sharma or Verma. You can't call her Verma or something else. You've got to, you're behaving like
He is
Kunal.
not a Sharma.
have-
You corrected me that
He's a Khanna, okay?
Khanna. Yes, and you forgot
Khanna
it.
is a geographical
Convenient.
surname from an area in Punjab. And Sharma is actually a casteist surname which denotes a sort of rank and title. So I'm
That's
sorry.
actually quite
Accurate?
accurate.
I'm very
Yeah,
accurate. Don't be fooled by my stupidity.
I am spoiled by
he
your-
just
Fooled by
made it
my
up.
stupidity.
I feel he
I
just
am
made it up.
spoiled by your
Lack of
stupidity.
testosterone. Don't be fooled by my. So what do I say? Don't be
You
fooled
don't
by
be
my.
spoiled by my
Oh, God,
stupidity.
this is so tough. By the way, Sriram, why are you in the dark? Oh, that's right. You're Shashi Tharoor in the Congress at the moment, is it? Yeah.
Hey, sorry.
All the
You want
odds.
to
I love that.
I was at my.
love that.
I was at my local gambling den, and they were all saying that the Kharge is going to win.
Remember, we had this conversation
Yeah,
last week
but
when
that's
Akash was here,
unfair.
and we had the same thing that we said if Shashi wins, there is some remote like crescent moon chance of maybe the Congress having some future.
Yeah.
But if
No,
Malik wins, then
no.
it's
Malik is not his name. It's Malik
Malik
Arjun.
I know, but
We
I
call him
short
Malik.
formed it.
You just couldn't remember. Just be honest
No,
now.
of course I remember
It's
his
okay.
name.
It's all right. He's not
I'm
Abraham
an
Lincoln. It's
astute
fair enough. His
political
work as a statesman has not been that
commentator,
great. He's totally. I'm on your side. If you don't remember
He's
it,
so old.
you get no negative marks for not remembering Indian politicians by
But
name.
he's so
In fact, I
old.
would think that should be a bonus. Anyone who forgets an Indian politician should be given like a special chadar or a Volvo or at least sweets.
Yeah. I mean, everyone remembers Malik Arjun Kharge, born 21st July 1942, as an Indian politician.
42
currently
nahi,
the member of-
1842. Get your century right. Yeah.
He was born pre-independent, like as in like.
Do we really care?
Yeah, pre-independent.
This is really something we should discuss without drinks. It's ridiculous.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Okay, should we have? Can I
it's
have
the
a
only-
shot of whiskey?
But
in
it's the
my
only
tea?
party, or actually, this is the only country in the world where they actually invest in age for politics. Forget investing in youth. Every other industry, they'll say, go for youth, go for the young one. The only place in the world where they always like, the older
Yeah.
you are, the better your chances. You're 96, chief minister. of the
Because
state,
it seems
straight
to
away.
be like, oh, experience counts, quantity counts over quality in our country for sure. Because it's like, oh, he's been in politics. He's a stalwart of Indian politics. And you're
I
like,
don't
he
think
should
that's
just
I
fall
like the way you
down.
change your voice there, Ayushi, but can I just also say very quickly, as a poor man's Amitabh Bachchan, I just want to add here that in the podcast, the older guy is hosting it. We should be pumping for youth, like Sriram. Sriram, how old are you?
35.
Doesn't look it. He looks 61, 62. Just look at him.
That's
That's
Gurgaon for you.
true,
It
yeah.
ages you really fast.
Really? Gurgaon's changed, and why is your hair changed? It used to be so luscious, and what happened?
I just had a shower, so me out of the shower, this is what the hair is, man. I don't take
The feeling we are getting is you joined the ABVP.
So it's literally that small and then
What?
it becomes.
Did you say it's literally that small?
This was a terrible way for me to introduce this out. I apologize. I really do.
Ayushi,
Because this was a.
A man doesn't come back from that.
Yeah,
it takes
it doesn't.
years.
I'm
You know,
sorry.
Some people declare war on other countries. Hitler went after a whole race, all because of
Do you
some
think
sexual
he
inadequacy.
went because of like a
Sexual
dick joke?
inadequacy. Yeah. It destroys some people. People are petty. Look at Sparsh.
I
spoke
thought it
rudely
was
to him once
because
and just
they were
talked to me.
petty after World War One, and then he got really upset over.
Oh, you want
all
to
the
show
other-
that you know everything about the Treaty of Versailles and all that? Versailles, rather.
I did in fact study that in 10th standard history.
Versailles.
Versailles.
Aplia
Which is
Versailles.
just-
Yeah,
To be honest,
Treaty.
when I first read the shop Ravison, I said Ravi Sant, and my mom nearly kicked me out of a moving car.
I thought that was an awkward moment.
These are the struggles
In
that I
fairness-
had as a child.
I thought Ravison is misspelled though. Is it? Does it have the two S's? It's spelled like Ravi Sant only, no?
I thought it was Ravi Sant. You're in India, you put Ravison on the thing, it's going to you will say Ravi Sant. That it's next to Chimanlal Bhimji.
First, it
like,
wasn't
I
in
mean, come on.
Devanagari, which is against the ethos
No,
of the
it's
country.
Now they put it at the bottom over there.
Yeah.
But it's spelled Ravi Sant.
I like to read everything in Devanagari just because I read it with a certain strange, halting style, and I just feel happier saying it. It's like, I'm really stupid. So you'll be like,
But you enjoy
Ravi
reading it.
Sant.
You enjoy reading it. Just remember that there is some Indian connection you have, and you're not
No, but they don't
entirely
get the
Persian.
spelling right sometimes. When you translate to Devanagari, sometimes the burr becomes ver.
That's true.
And the E is too long when it should have been short. There are all
Thor-
kinds of...
Thor is spelled Thar.
There. And Thar is also a
Thar.
desert.
And also a car.
And a car. But you shouldn't mention
Hey,
any
can
other
I
car.
have that car?
Volvo.
Oh yeah.
Volvo.
Oh, let's start the
Volvo.
show, guys.
Red
this
card.
reminds me-
Red card. Get off. Huh?
Yeah, Ayushi at this point would take any car. It's not just, but we are only going to take a Volvo XC40 Recharge, which is thank you to the sponsor of the show. And also, we are not going to use any pet product. We're going to use Heads Up for Tails. All right. who is also
Okay, I think your work
sponsored
is
the show.
done. Sign
I
out.
think you're done now.
Yeah,
Can we have the news?
Off you go.
And,
Shabash, beta.
We can have the
On
news.
your bike.
And we have a third new sponsor. News just in.
Is it
Yes,
the city of Ludhiana?
Patanjali has come on board, guys. Patanjali has come on board.
This is not in my
as
copy.
someone.
Yeah. But it's only
As
one product of
someone-
Patanjali. It's the one for hemorrhoids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
And
have
that
a-
sells the...
But
Yeah,
they
Of
have one
course,
just for that.
You cannot be in that business, the pharmacy business, without hemorrhoid cream. It is one of the biggest
just
selling
can't.
things in the history of the world.
Jokes aside, are you serious?
I'm serious. I have them all. I have all the hemorrhoid
Wait,
creams.
you have all the creams or you have all the hemorrhoids?
Both. One leads to the other. Of course,
I
there
made
I like how
Rishi
you
laugh.
classify-
I made
the
Rishi
great
laugh.
great investors, there are those who actually buy the creams in their 20s and wait for the hemorrhoids.
So it's like a-
Sparsh.
You anticipated the adult trauma.
Yeah. What are you doing?
I like
Okay,
how you
somebody
classified
mentioned.
Patanjali as.
I don't know.
I'm trying to
whether-
get the news
That's
up because this
pharmacy.
is like he's
Somebody
gone off
was,
the rails.
I don't know if it was Mr. Khanna, but somebody was telling me recently that they noticed Ayushi is always fidgeting on the phone while the show is going on. She's the only one who's constantly fidgeting. And I don't know if we have time, but if Rishi and Sparsh can find a little bit of that montage footage on your birthday to play, which is coming up, because
My birthday is not. My
you're
birthday is in March.
you're always playing with the phone. Your lack of respect for the show is something I really applaud. I wish others would be like you. Sriraam comes in like a freaking professor, hey, मेरे पास ये है वो है sponsor को पाव पड़ो, sponsor को ये बोलो वो
I
बोलो.
was trying-
What the-
That's
You are the
because
star.
let me just tell everyone right now. Because I wasn't going to host today, I was taking it a bit easy and I skimmed the top of it. Sriram just texted me 10 minutes ago. I'm not going to be, no, 1 second.
Samir is saying she eats on the show. What the hell? That's also true. He's right. At least twice that I remember in recent memory.
I
And-
have another job, Samir. I can't go there and eat.
No, I just want to, for people listening and those listening for the first time, she says, I didn't have time to eat. The show starts at 10 a.m. 10 a.m. is not 5 a.m. For God's sake, 10 a.m. you should have had time to eat.
I have to go to the gym in the
10 a.m.
morning,
is
then
the
I have to
new
come
time.
back.
What time do you go to the gym? 9:15?
No, 7:15.
And you have a long drive. Why can't you eat in the drive?
Because I'm driving.
So, I can eat and drive.
I do usually
Don't eat and drink.
drive.
You misunderstood. They're two different
But
things.
I eat a very big breakfast. So I eat some of it in the car, then I eat some of it here.
What are you going to do with all that money you're saving by not keeping a chauffeur? And you know how many IVM guys have nothing to do? Employ one of them. Sparsh, who's free?
Sparsh is free.
Do you have a license? But you're from Delhi. There's no.
I don't
he
want to.
doesn't need
I will not
license.
sit behind a Delhi driver. Absolutely not. But I'm just going to say why I was looking at my phone right now was because Sriram texted saying, please help. He hasn't read anything to help out with the news. So that's why
I
I
wish we
right
could close
now
on Sriram's face right now. So now both of you are texting each other. You're the only two panelists on the show. What's the point? Can I call Mr. Sanchit Khanna into the studio to
dude,
save the
like,
show?
I'm telling you, I'm on 3 hours of sleep. I was all night gambling, and I just have no excuses at this
I
point.
can't believe you've
Why?
given gambling as the
3 hours of
excuse.
sleep. Let me. He's in Gurgaon. So what must have happened is he got chased.
Oh, it's Diwali in Delhi.
Yes. And with
Card
his,
parties.
No, not
Fully
that,
forgot.
not that, not
listen,
that. not
Ayushi, he cut his
Not
hair.
that.
It's all making sense. He had long hair. They chased him, thought he was a woman. He escaped, cut his hair so it doesn't happen again, and he's had no sleep because of that. Is that what really happened?
Yes,
Please tell us.
all women cut your hair.
And my response
That's the
to trauma
takeaway
is
message to
still
protect
gamble.
yourself.
Oh yeah. That's
Yeah.
true.
Just
So we're going to have only
look like a
butch-looking
man.
men and women
Look like a
across
man.
Gurgaon, thanks to us. If the show was to succeed.
We did it. We
Yeah.
solved Kejriwal's entire manifesto and problems.
Yeah,
no more crimes
Gurgaon is
against
not
women.
It's
Kejriwal.
11B on the second page of the Constitution of AAP. You're right. So, why were you texting her? You've not explained yourself.
He hasn't read anything.
I was texting.
He's not prepared.
I was texting Ayushi.
Sexting?
Not that I was there.
You said sexting.
Absolutely
Why do you
not.
say sexting? How dare you sext? I mean, if you did sex, can you tell us what you said?
No, not to me.
I was
There was
telling-
no
I was
sex.
Please
telling-
don't
yeah.
sext me,
I was
yaar.
telling-
Let him
Here's
sext you.
what-
Just for the sake of... It's really awkward if he sexts me.
This is no. That's even Sparsh is looking at you like you've lost it now.
Sparsh
I
is
was
listening to
telling- okay.
one of the oldest KR Sehgal songs from the 1920s. Something about Asman Uppar and Zindagi Piche or something. One of those
It's
strange
Asman,
lyrics.
what is it? Zamana Piche.
You don't.
Aaj main aage,
Listen, South Bombay,
zamana hai
you and I,
piche.
we'll need an hour to
Hey,
get through
man,
one
I know
lyric. Don't
the
do that.
song.
Don't do that. Never do that. Rishi's, look at Rishi's
Cyrus,
face.
what I
Rishi
was-
is looking
Cyrus,
like that
what I was
uncle that
texting.
disapproves of us because we are traditionally not right.
That's because he's
Please.
upset that it's 16 minutes into the show and we've not done a single
He's
thing.
also wearing a sweater.
Exactly.
You should be in Kasauli. In this heat in Mumbai, he's wearing a sweater.
Is he the fan that came up to you?
No. That guy, I think Sanchit was about 6'4". If he's in the
Yeah.
chat, tell him to tell us his height. He's really tall. Okay.
But he has a wife.
But he has a... Oh, sorry. Yeah.
I was thinking tall and a fan.
Oh, this is a Line Maro
It's
show.
so
huh?
easy.
Huh? Rich guy, young man, good looking, tall, blah, 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 car driver.
I
comes,
also noticed.
and Ayushi is already
this is
thinking, market
genuine.
mein hai kya nahi?
Yeah.
But they're never
And
in the
there's a
market. I
genuine
always
thing.
get
Never.
I always get rejected on this
Don't you
show.
understand? All the good men get picked up first. Don't you know this by now? I don't want to brag, but...
Yeah. Why?
Rishi, available.
Why do you think-
Sparsh, available. Sriraam, available. Silvery, Abbas, available. Amit Doshi, available.
Amit single? I didn't know that.
Well, Amit's a large boy, so single is a rough word, but yeah.
Oh.
No, I didn't know that. I thought he was.
Too much?
For some reason,
Rishi,
I
too
just thought he
much?
was with
Rishi is
someone.
laughing, Amit, if you're watching this clip. We're going
Fire
to say in the
them.
clip, Rishi is laughing uncontrollably and he's hiding his face like a bashful bride.
Cyrus, you're gonna get all of them
Look at
fired.
his face. Oh, he can't look here. Look here, you gutless cutlet. Look here. You're laughing at the Amit Doshi joke. You
So
don't.
laugh.
It's on camera. Sparsh, capture this moment.
This show is 100% going
But-
to be edited. This morning is going to be edited.
Cyrus,
this
but
is so much
it's quid
fun.
pro quo because they laugh at Amit's sort of jokes, and Amit laughs when he signs their monthly check. So
Or
it works that way. for
or
you.
the departure slip. It's
Um,
called the pink one. Pinky. Yeah.
You don't get that anymore. You don't get a
Oh,
pink slip.
Sarah's. I think Sarah isn't Sarah also the Abbas fan club girl. Am
Oh,
I
she
right?
says,
Sarah
speaking,
Lama?
Sarah Lama says, speaking of good men, Shriram. Well, no, sorry, that's the wrong punctuation. She said,
Yeah.
speaking of good men, full stop.
yes.
Shriram, I'm dating
Yeah,
an
very good point.
ex-comedian.
Very good point.
Yeah,
I think we
right?
should end it here because that was a really funny moment. No.
I am dating an ex-comedian who looks exactly like you. He's a complete ass and he emits the same air of doomsday hopelessness. How do I trick him into marrying me?
Which will make his life complete.
can't.
Is there a guy who looks like you in the circuit?
Is she dating you?
No. I don't
And this
think
was
so.
like her soft way of
Because then there's no
living.
question of marriage. He ran away to Gurgaon to escape her. So
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Shriram, how do you get someone to...
Come on, answer the
oh,
question.
Gaurav Pilania wants to know
What's an
what's an
ex-comedian?
ex-comedian?
Superb point. Because where can you go from there? You
Again.
fall into comedian.
Yeah.
You were an engineer.
So there's
you had
only-
a job. Now you're a comedian. Now where do you
Oh,
go
there's
next?
only up to go then. There's only upwards.
Up where? Which comedian? Chief Minister of Punjab. Well played, sweetie. Well played.
Well
out
played,
of the park.
Yeah.
Who laughed at the Amit Doshi reference?
Or Cyrus, the president of Ukraine. That's also another one.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, but that seems like too
his
much for
latest
any
special,
one of you
didn't
on this
air, no?
panel.
Oh, sorry. Okay, that's not nice. Sorry, I take that back. Yeah. I apologize. It's unnecessary. Yeah. Ukraine. We're fans of Ukraine.
Guys
Right,
fighting
right,
a
right.
war.
Sparsh is
And
laughing
Cyrus
at
is
this kind
upset.
of black humor, really bad one, and Rishi
Yeah.
laughing at jokes on the employer. I mean, this is I
Yeah.
can't work with these guys. In the words
But
of Robbie
Shriram,
Williams.
she asked you for advice. How does she make
Yeah, answer.
this?
And-
How
and
does
then
she
let's
make
take
your
this one.
doppelganger marry her? Also, AM has commented in the words of Robbie Williams,
IM.
all the best women are married, all the handsome men are gay. It's true.
It's true. I tried it twice.
Being a woman? Okay. Okay. I don't know, man, how to get someone. If that person, someone's like,
Can I-
they'll never get married.
Also, Sarah's
That's
next
the-
one
the
is
long
Abbas has no
Amazing.
time for me. His harem is getting a bit full these days. Am I missing something here?
What's happening on this show?
Because that
Is everyone
because-
getting
large
late?
bear-like
Because
man seems to have all the girls.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ex-comedian again.
You think it's
but-
Patanjali
yeah.
products?
Is he the ex-comedian?
He is now.
Yeah. It is. You can't manage a comedy career and a harem at the same time.
I mean, I'm just thinking they took
that is
Patanjali
something
products and Sriram became a bus. You know what I'm saying? It's just totally different look. They grew in all the wrong places. Yeah.
Okay, see, that's okay. Patanjali is our third sponsor, hopefully, who we are not talking about.
They won't allow the other two.
That we should talk about,
Uh.
the sponsor that we have to talk about is our sponsor called Heads Up for Tails. And today we have
Everybody
yet
pat
another
their doggy
dog.
at this point. Hi, Baba.
Yes.
I thought you were going to
please.
pass
Yes,
Sparsh.
please.
I thought I was like a
Well,
funny
well,
joke.
well.
Sparsh is
He's
my
giving you his
Sparsh
head.
is
He's
Sparsh is my
giving-
pussy cat. Sparsh is my pussy cat.
Hurry up, Sriram, just hurry up. Just go
Rishi's
through
laughing
it.
again.
Just
If
go
Rishi
through it.
laughs, I needed to get a shot of that.
The problem is that I'm
I
part
just
of the
have to see that.
problem.
Rishi laughs at all the wrong things. So,
come
yeah.
on, let's. Okay, so today we have yet another exceptional dog.
Did you say
who
udder as in
has-
UDDER? Like a cow's udders?
No, we're thinking canine, not bovine.
Oh, okay. But one udder is another udder.
Yet
If you're Parsi, all udders are the same. Yeah.
And no matter what you put, no.
Mother, father, brother, and udder.
God, I was
Even
gonna-
udder card. I've heard that in a bar guy. Have you heard the
Udder
udder
card?
card? Udder.
Udder card.
Udder card,
Like an,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, yeah. It's spelled UDDER. You'll get it. Udder.
Even that, this udder is also spelled UDDER. Isn't it?
Not the one he's talking about. I don't know what he's talking about. What are you talking
I
about?
was talking about OTHER, yet another dog
Right.
who
Oh.
It sounds like an
helped in some
NGO.
bomb-
That sounds like an NGO. Yet another dog.
who was part of like a because
That's like
all
such
the
a,
HFT
that's
stories
like a
that we
fatigued
have,
NGO being like, we come to you with
Yeah,
yet
yeah,
another
another
dog
dog,
who is dying.
The heart's in
Help
the
us.
right place, but help us. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So frustrated.
Demand supply issue. Okay. Coming back to HUFT, I'm so sorry.
they-
Yes.
they're really focusing on the breeding part. Okay,
Yeah.
but anyways, the point is that all we talk about in this segment is how dogs have been detecting bombs. You'd think that that's the skill that they
Yeah.
have. Like
Priyanka Chopra
like-
was found on a Miss India by Tommy. She was walking outside the shoot.
Oh, because
and-
she's the bomb.
Yeah, got it. You're gonna explain it and all. We've just lost Nishant Khanna. He's just said no mas. All right. Sriram, please finish your point.
Okay, then.
brother.
No, there's no point. At this point, it's just that basically there's a dog named Caesar. How during 2067, during the horrific attacks, there was like a very difficult time, for Bombay, but there was a bomb detection squad. Caesar helped the Mumbai police in various bomb detection operations. And during the attack, saved many lives. So he sniffed like 2 grenades, Cyrus. 2 of those grenades.
Are
He
you
sniffed.
serious?
I mean, he thought, yeah. I mean, actually, he thought it was like a piece of chicken, and he ended up,
Do
but
not
anyways,
diminish the good
uh,
work that Caesar did.
But there was the German Shepherd who
but-
passed away a couple of days back,
H2 Brutus.
fighting terrorists in Kashmir. And
A dog?
He's got a gallantry award and all that. Yeah, because they fight.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't. But
It-
how come this story wasn't today?
It's there. I don't want to bring it up. It just makes you sad. Let's go back to Sriram's observations about the
Of
grenades.
Caesar.
Yeah, and
Did you
yeah,
Did
so
you ever
that
think that
basically-
Julius Caesar,
that basic-
as he was being stabbed 23 times, maybe on the 21st stab,
Yeah.
said, and they will remember me by naming most of their dogs after me, going forward.
But do you think
Caesar,
Yeah,
Caesar,
no.
Caesar.
Do you think it was necessary to like the 23? I know that a lot of it
No,
was
there
for
was.
the act and
They had to have the symbolism.
There was a symbolism,
Only
yeah.
2 of the stabs
Were fatal.
fatal.
Everything else was very symbolic.
I don't want to do gay bashing or something. 2 or 3 of those guys had those limp hands and all. You're like, not really into the whole stabbing thing.
Oh no, stop yourself. This is
Too much?
dangerous. Yes, dangerous.
Have you seen Silvery?
Sriram, the rest of Caesar's life, he directed the 2 grenades. What happened then?
And then he got given.
He had a joke
gallantry
which we
award.
killed by just adding our own masala in the middle. Now the joke's gone.
That's about
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah.
In this feature, there's nothing to discuss as such. But what we can do is take an oath right now that we're all going to name our first child, irrespective of gender, Caesar. You can do that for the sponsors, guys.
And if you're very upmarket, you can pronounce
Nah,
it with more of an A.
If I get the car, I'll name
Caesar.
it Volvo.
Caesar. Done. Sorry, what were you saying?
You'll name your.
I'll
you'll
name
the
it
first
Volvo.
kid
If you give me
Volvo.
the car, I'll name the first kid
I
Volvo.
think
But you have to name the whole thing, Ayushi. Volvo
X340 recharge.
Yeah.
And you
You
can't
have to
call him
name
by
the whole
by a short name.
Sure,
So even
I-
if it's an
like Elon
emergency,
Musk.
Exactly.
It's like-
Maybe like Elon's
it's like if
son,
your house
daughter,
is,
whatever.
there's a fire and you want him to jump, you'll be like, Volvo XC40 recharge, jump. And
Yeah.
by that time, it's a
Yeah.
bit late. And, because if you could
You
just
killed
said,
my imaginary child.
I didn't, but I'm
Yeah.
just looking at a
Yeah.
hypothetical
You burned him
situation.
to a crisp.
I didn't
Actually-
want to. But
yeah,
it was the
actually
male
more
child
than-
and we have too many men.
All right, that's
Yeah.
fine then.
Actually,
Leave my daughter
Cyrus,
alone.
Daughter, I wouldn't have done
fire, more than fire. Imagine if someone's sinking, and then you're like, "Hey, save!"
The only thing
Volvo
sinking is this
XC40
podcast, you moron.
recharge.
Why would you bring that up?
Yes.
Hear me out.
We
hear
are
me out.
sinking.
And then hear me out. Like, hey, save Volvo XC40 recharge. We are sinking. and Volvo XC jumps into the swimming pool and kills everyone because electricity.
Okay,
But
not
that's
that.
not how you treat the car, though.
First,
So one of you
car-
killed my
first,
kid.
just understand
and the other
Ayushi's
one
reaction doesn't
said-
mean it's not funny. Okay, it is funny.
That's
That's the
because
first
it's a kid
thing.
dying. It's,
Yeah.
I feel
No,
any,
so you turned my
Ayushi's
child
any kid
into a
dying is funny.
murderer.
Well,
Not murderer.
it's better to murder than be murdered. That's one way of looking at it. But
You think?
But I just want to now see. I've lost the damn thing. There's Abbas has sent a message to Sriram, which I thought we should highlight, but I don't know where it's
Okay.
gone.
Oh, there's what's this fancy house? Shriram ka promotion hua?
Did you get promoted, Sriram?
Same house, man. You guys have seen this house before. It's not my house. It's a Airbnb. There's a older Airbnb that I used to stay in.
But now you have an air
It's closer
conditioner.
to work.
Or is that the fridge
Yeah.
where you can't reach it because
It's
they don't want you
the-
to open it?
Depends on how it works. If it's like sometimes becomes the heater, it's the fridge, it's the air conditioner. It has a mind of its own.
All right.
Talking
No,
about
no,
electrical
what? Why is
products
he
in his
staring at
house,
me?
but talking about electrical
Topic
products,
rest in peace as Hemisha Marolia de Silva.
there is in fact a topic, which is that a cop in
You can't do a
UP.
topic. You're not the anchor.
Yeah, but at
You-
some
you're
point
stealing it
somebody
from-
has to take control.
Sriram, what is this? This is unbelievable.
Please.
She's just de facto leader again, and you're useless.
I feel
I
this
think
is
you know
great.
what? I
Ayushi has
believe
to
in
take
coups.
control.
I believe in coups. I can get
This is a
behind
coup.
that. I'm running
Coup.
one
And it's the
right
best
now.
coup ever because he had no idea it's a coup. You cooed him.
Yeah.
He's out of the job completely. He has no clue.
And I had a great segue, which was talking about the electrical
Sorry.
appliances
Go
in
on.
his house.
Yeah.
How
I'll just
takes
balance
us
this
to-
on my head to pass time.
takes us to UP, which is a cop in UP was caught stealing.
There's a cop in UP.
There's
Now
many.
that's a story.
But he was caught
No, Cyrus,
stealing
it's
a
literally
light
an
bulb.
electrical appliance.
He was
It's
caught.
literally an electrical appliance
Huh.
which has been designated the job.
You're
of
recouping.
social police.
You're cooping back. The reverse coup. What's going on? What's in
Sorry,
Australia's
sorry,
prime
Ayushi,
ministership?
go on.
Who's in charge?
Sorry,
There was a
Ayushi,
cop
go
in
on,
UP
go on.
and he stole a light bulb from outside a shop because he thought no one was looking at him, but a CCTV caught him doing that. So it was very
Just a light
embarrassing.
bulb.
But he stole the light bulb because he said where he's patrolling, where he's stationed is very dark. So he took the light bulb, he put it in his
It's
pocket. and
metaphoric.
he walked.
About the state in
Very,
general.
very
I know, and
Yeah.
isn't that a metaphor for UP? Is that
Yeah,
they take from.
exactly.
Robin Hood of cops.
Yeah.
But it's very embarrassing because this is the second time recently that a UP cop has been caught. Another cop a couple
So,
months ago, he
according
stole
to
a
you,
phone
statistically,
from someone sleeping.
In the entire UP cadre, there are only 2 cops who have done any criminal act.
Actually, the thing is, I would not say
That's-
one word bad about Uttar Pradesh, or it's fine,
Because you're in Lucknow all the
upstanding
time.
gentlemen of the forces. I respect the state greatly.
I don't know. I might be
Hind.
willing to exchange the UP police for the Mumbai police because the Mumbai police are only doing VIP duty. Maybe it'd be good to have cops who steal bulbs and things like that because that doesn't
I got
upset me
pulled
at all.
over last week.
What?
Yeah, you know the light at Pizza by the Bay, Marine Drive, where you take the left
Yeah.
to go to.
One sec for poorer people listening. Dekhiye, in South Bombay, we have this structure called Pizza by the Bay. Go on.
It's on Marine Drive, basically.
Marine Drive.
And
You'll have seen it in pictures, beta.
It was a left, and usually it isn't a free left, but it was green going straight. So I was like, oh, if
How can you
anyway
make
it's
mistake?
green,
You
I
grew up
make
in
a-
that area. There's a separate green for left and a separate green for
I
right.
know, but I didn't think the cop would be hiding, lurking behind the
Did
bushes.
you break it or you weren't paying attention? Tell the truth. Sometimes you're not paying attention. And
I
you go.
wasn't half paying attention. When I got caught,
So you
I
were on your
said,
phone, right? While driving, she was on
No,
her phone.
I
Like she's here.
wasn't. I just was in a rush,
Okay.
and I took it, and then he pulled me over, and I got 500 rupees fine.
He pulled the car over. If he
Yeah.
pulled you over, it's a sexual assault. What are you talking about?
He stopped my car. He
Much
stood in
better.
front of
That's
my
a cop
car.
from
Much
UP.
better.
He stood
Exactly.
in front of
Get
my
the cops
car.
right. He stood in front of your cop
Yeah,
like
he was
young
like,
Amitabh
"Stop!"
Bachchan.
And it was a
Because for him, this was the
altercation.
greatest perpetrator in the history of crime.
Yeah.
You had cut a left,
And I
man.
was
I had
like,
to break
like,
you down.
20 bikers, helmetless,
Yeah.
fucking creating chaos on the road. But no problem
What
at all.
about how about
The
arresting
problem
the
is,
VIPs?
Ayushi, none of them know about Pizza by the Bay, but you do. And
Yeah.
guess
I think if you had just
ended
given
up
him a
having
slice,
pizza?
no euphemism. If you had just given him a slice, everything would have been fine.
But he asked for a bribe, and I said no,
He asked,
which is
how do you-
why.
But they have to give you
Oh.
this thing, no?
No,
a
because
challan.
because I said
Challan.
I asked him obviously in the
Yeah.
first thing, you asked to be let go. Like, I'm sorry, it won't
You
happen
smiled, you
again.
tried the
Then-
girly thing?
Of course I did.
Show us the smile.
I must use what
Ah,
is in my arsenal.
Hey, madam. Now show me the smile.
Sorry, uncle,
Uh,
please.
Uncle. You can't call him uncle.
Uncle,
Because
oh.
the
Yeah, I'm saying
sexuality is
uncle
gone
to
now.
you. I'm
Huge
saying
mistake.
uncle.
Rishi is going berserk.
I'm saying uncle to
Rishi's
you,
go-
Cyrus.
Rishi wants to be there.
I'm saying uncle to you, Cyrus.
But I have no power over you. No, the guy has power over you. So you have to use
Anyway,
that.
I tried, and then he said, "Aap abhi bhar do." So I said, "Kitna?"
Aap abhi par do.
And then he said, "Nahi to
My Hindi
license
is not
lena
that good,
padega."
Sparsh, but I'm not comfortable with all this, yaar. What's going on? Who's this cop? This sexual fiend? Where's he from? I think we've got a guy
Marine
from
Drive.
Lucknow working in Marine Drive. Huh.
Yeah, and he didn't. And then he basically was like, if you have, how much cash do you have on you right now? And I
Oh,
said, I have
Mandali?
nothing. Yeah. Basically, I genuinely had no cash
It was
on
like a
me.
marketing discussion.
And I said, no, I don't have. I said, you fill the fine. So he did. He took a picture of my license and I got the ping on my phone.
How much is the fine?
500.
$500 for that lift.
Yeah. It's
Don't
pretty
pay it.
expensive.
Contest it. Go to court. I've got a great lawyer for you. My
But
friend,
I'd
workout
spend
partner.
more contesting it than I will paying a 500 rupee fine.
No, but just because, just fight it anyway. They bullied us enough now through the pandemic and all these people.
The thing
Enough
is, I
enough.
was going to. I really was like, I'm going to dispute this, blah, blah, blah. But then he has a picture of my license. So how do I get out of that?
Why do you give him your license?
He asked for it.
Give him somebody else's.
I don't carry
Sriraam
like
has
a
long
booklet
hair,
of
you can
them.
just
I'm not
give
like that good morning driver or something like that.
This
I
is a
have
great
my
idea for
license.
everyone. Carry 5 licenses, honestly. And just make sure you give the wrong one. I think nobody
Honestly,
really cares.
I have a license and I don't drive a car, so please feel free to use mine. Anyone. I'm
Yes,
gonna
because
upload
you
it
and
on
I
the
can
Discord.
definitely be.
And the way
can-
things
can
are going, there's no
get
car in the
mistaken for each
future. Is
other.
that what you're saying? Oh, there might be a Volvo. There might be a Volvo at the end. But by the
Yeah,
way,
we're all getting Volvos.
all the panelists may get a Volvo at the end of
Mine-
this season.
Yeah.
Sparsh is telling us to take a break.
Sparsh is very sleepy
I think
today.
we
All he's
should-
doing is stretching.
I think we should take
This
a
is
break
Sparsh.
from podcast.
Is this a young Madhubala? No, it's Sparsh. It's Sparsh. Sorry, because he was doing this whole, arm stretch kind of thingy.
So that was one news story. There's possibly, maybe we can do another before a break. A
Yeah, we
quick
should.
one,
We should, we
Cyrus,
should.
just to give
Let's
you.
try and do it in 30 seconds and go.
All right. Wait, but I need to find
okay.
one.
So this one that I really
What?
like. I
Again?
found one.
Okay, you
He's
find.
hijacking it again.
It's his show.
It's a reverse hijack.
Yes.
Ah, this is a crazy
Okay,
show. Yeah.
so this is one thing that's been doing the rounds in the social medias. Cyrus, I don't know if you ever part of Cartoon Network's like whole.
I was the
era in
main
terms
ambassador of Cartoon Network for many years.
I
Yeah.
agree. Johnny
Really?
Bravo was based on Cyrus.
I don't think he's Cartoon
He was
Network.
drawn. Johnny
I thought-
Bravo was drawn on
I
Cyrus.
thought-
Like, hey, mama, that's Cyrus.
No.
So
it's
you're
not
implying that my
It's
lower
just
half
like
is
when
not good,
Cyrus-
right? Is that what you're
That's
implying?
not the point.
I will show you my legs. I will show you my legs, Ayushi, and you will go running to that cop and file a complaint. Okay?
Of
Yeah.
sexual harassment.
No, you'll say that my quads are nice. You'll like them.
I
I'm-
think
I'm
your entire
convinced.
body is a miracle
She's
of
flirting.
art.
She's flirting.
David has nothing on you. Michelangelo would have been astounded.
Wait. For Sriraam doesn't understand art here. Please, he's never going to go to Italy and see all this stuff here. For him,
I have no
what is art?
idea.
Art is in the male urinal.
The
You
Sistine
know, you
Chapel?
can pee
What?
here.
Take me to Cyrus's chapel. That's the one.
Oh, take me.
Whoa.
Can we loop this? We have to loop this. Take me to Cyrus's chapel, and then I'll do the.
It'll be so bad.
I hope her parents are watching. I hope the parents watch and record. This is what my daughter does, killing time instead of making the business expand.
I swear to God.
Just
I'm
crosses the
telling
road
my-
and talks
my dad
rubbish.
thinks it's
You
a daily
regress
news
and
show.
become an imbecile infant, just like all of us, where you were once the voice of the show, someone to look forward to. There's some sort of
I know I
seriousness and
have
gravity in the
regressed.
show.
I know that I have regressed.
You regressed.
I've come down.
I
to-
blame Sriraam.
Massively.
Because he's the only anchor. Everyone else is ambitious to be the anchor. He's the only one who just passes it off back to whoever he can find. Just sign in Cyrus's chapel is what I just heard said Nikhil Rabindra.
That's
Who-
true. This is a new religion. Basically, the tenets of this: you can eat whatever you want. You have to be nice to dogs. You mustn't ever obey traffic laws. And if you see a policeman, stone him. That's Cyrus's
Those are your words,
manifesto.
huh? You have to be very careful, not mine.
No, never.
Yeah,
Respectful
exactly.
of the
Because the
forces.
apostles will always, like deviate from what the original.
Oh my God, Cyrus, you are the leader, and all of us on the panel are your
He's
like
not
your
the leader.
apostles.
He's not the
Okay,
leader.
listen.
He's the actual sort of.
For the Last
figurehead.
Supper,
Like,
I've decided Bade Mia. I'm just telling you
Ayushi-
guys
Ayushi-
right
Oh,
now.
who do you think is your Judas?
For the Last Supper.
Judas.
Who do you think is your
Ayushi-
Judas?
yeah.
I think it'll be
Ayushi
Rishi.
is Judas.
I think it'll be
Rishi's
Ka-
got too much
I
goodness.
I think it'll be Kajol.
Kajol is Judas?
I think it's Ayushi.
Kunal's Kajol. Kunal's Judas. Kunal will be part
Kunal's
of
not part of this, really. We've got to be one of the regulars. No? Judas can't be a guy who comes once in a while.
Abbas?
Abbas is too big for
He's
the
from
table.
the Abrahamic religion.
No, but he's too big. Oh.
No, but-
wow.
but the thing
Take a shot. The one
damn.
minority on the panel. You had to take a shot,
Damn,
Ayushi.
damn, this
Oh
is
my
just,
God.
like,
I can't do
so
this show
bad.
anymore.
Having said that, I feel like Jesus knew that Judas would betray him. So Cyrus, who do you know will betray you eventually?
My
It's
point is,
gonna
I don't
be
know
me.
anyone who won't betray me. So I'm really, for me, it's
But
a
I'm
bit
into
puzzle.
coups these days, so it
The
could,
good
it could
thing
be
is,
me.
but Cyrus, the good or bad thing is that you get to kiss that person.
Right. So then it's Ayushi or Kajol. I'll be very straight about this. No pun intended.
There you go.
Yeah. I mean, I know you're trying to, this is your way of flirting with me, Sriraam, but I'm sorry. I'm not going to take that bait.
No,
I may be old and finished, but I'm still straight. All right? Till I die.
I
Let me have that at least, yeah.
We'll let
Cyrus,
you
I
have that.
flirt
Your
with
dying
you.
wish.
Yeah.
Cyrus, I flirt with you like the Apostle John. I love you, man. Not like in that
Were there
sort
two
of
Johns?
casual way. There was one. There were
So now,
two.
so now you wrote the
marks.
so now you wrote the Bible. This guy's arrogant.
What was
sitting
that song? John Jacob.
Okay, stop. John Jani Janardhan. That's from Nasir.
Okay.
This is not the
We're
Bible.
getting.
A break? Do you want to finish your
Getting back to
story or do we
Cartoon
take a
Network.
break?
No, she was. Let her do her
Getting
story
back to
fast, no? Oh, sorry,
Getting
you're
back
doing
to
this.
Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
Cartoon Network. Let's
Yeah.
do this thing that BuzzFeed does every day. Nostalgia, guys. Favorite cartoons. What was the thing? What did you like? Ayushi already mentioned Johnny Bravo.
But my
Anything
favorite
else?
cartoon is not on Cartoon Network. It's on Nickelodeon.
Go on.
SpongeBob SquarePants, the greatest show ever.
Fair
You know, it's
enough.
actually like a
Sponge is saying
great,
yes
great
immediately 'cause
metaphor for adult life.
it's. Look, I had kids. You didn't have kids, so I had to sit through
But
many
I
of
was
this.
a very...
Like Chota Bheem, very painful.
why
know-
did you let them watch
I
Chota
I don't have
Bheem?
choice. He liked
Such
it.
a Hindu
The kids
show.
like it. You got to watch. It's,
No,
oh my
no,
God,
no.
Ayushi. Oh my God.
Ayushi watched. Ayushi
Really, you're
Ayushi
right
watched
wing or
cartoons?
left wing, right wing. What did you say? What's wrong with you? The kids watching a show. The guy's like a superhero. Oh God.
I let it
I
slip. It
apologize.
slipped out. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I'll put it back.
Okay.
Ooh, ouch.
Yeah, Ayushi, Cyrus,
More
any
euphemisms
Cartoon
scaring me out here.
Network cartoons? Any Cartoon Network cartoons that you remember?
Honestly, a classic for me, Tom and Jerry. If it was on, I would find it hard to switch from it. I used to definitely
Tom and
watch
Jerry,
it. It was
great.
very like
Yeah.
the silliness in it was great. And also, which was the one where that,
And also, you
the
thought it was like
Roadrunner-
Kunal and me. Him being,
I didn't know you then.
me being Jerry. Well, you know what, smaller. and
How are
faster.
you, Jerry, in that situation? In all situations,
Yeah,
Cyrus, you are the
he's
Tom.
I became the bulldog.
No, if anything,
No, I became the lady whose face
Yeah,
you never
Cyrus
see.
is the
in
bulldog,
matron.
yeah.
The one who's running around because a rat is in the house.
Yeah.
I liked. I mean, I guess like all the classics only, like
about-
Scooby Doo, Mystery Inc. Those were always fun to watch, I guess, once in a
Scooby-Doo.
while.
I don't think
Tom and
Scooby Doo has aged
Jerry.
well at all. It's just gone.
No, of course it's not.
been-
What about
Which of these
the
age well?
Roadrunner?
That's why I said Roadrunner, where I liked
Yeah.
that thing of he
Roadrunner
never
was
gets,
okay.
he never
Yeah.
gets, Wile E. Coyote never gets a Roadrunner.
Right.
And the whole industry of Acme Studios, of the creativity with
Yeah.
which they build things, I thought that was
Which is the
fantastic. That was
same,
so
the way
right?
she
funny.
showed off, how she dropped that information in like a bomb there. You know, the way she...
But
Much
that's
like the
true, it's the same
Roadrunner.
Yeah,
with-
wow.
But the bomb never landed.
Yeah.
No,
Gosh.
much like Wile E. Coyote, who had all. Oh yeah, Roadrunner had the bombs, huh? It was the same with like Bugs Bunny.
Hey,
and
I'll tell you what you do.
Elmo.
So why don't you guys text each other all these issues that you're having about where and what and
We
which
should take a
studio
break?
while we take a quick break. I think that'll be a good idea. Rishi?
I can take a phone break, then you all won't see me.
Yeah. I'll unbox it is what I was saying because we're talking about. I think Sanchit sent a message which is there it is. Hi guys, Little Sweet won't do any harm, and he's referring to those of you making fun of the diabetic in the room. Anil Kapoor keeps ordering those. That's who he meant from Mumbai. So where the Ludhiana sweets, Anil Kapoor gets them for himself.
Yeah, these were distributed at Sonam Kapoor's wedding.
Yeah.
I know unnecessary pressure on the mithai wala lol,
Right.
but thank you, Sanchit. The thing is, we'll never
Mr.
get to
India
try them.
likes the sweet. Of course, you made all kinds of anti-India remarks, so I'm talking to Sriram alone here. Sriram, Mr. India likes the sweet. So
I'm
those
not
sweets-
anti.
Yeah, but you guys won't be
I'm
there
just
when I get the
pro
box
Ayushi.
because the box is.
Ayushi is Mogambo right now, essentially.
No, Ayushi is basically Desh
I'm
Dori.
never kush.
Yeah, she's an anti-national. Anybody seen the show? I can't lie. Sparsh, is she an anti-national or not? Let's just. Okay, that's.
I
because
love this country so much. That's
Sparsh,
why
when
you
he does
think
that,
I'm
he means yes. Huh?
anti-national.
He's a little confused that way. Yeah,
I mean, I know when you say this country, you mean ISIS, but sure,
yeah.
it's fine.
Shit.
But
Out of context, in isolation, for someone with no sense of humor. And now you're banned in India and the West. Where do you go? Do you realize? What have you done?
yeah,
You know, I need to
she's
remember
ISIS
that
is
this-
Salman Rushdie.
Wait, I'm trying to get a flight to Pyongyang.
But this-
Let me just see. Where,
I
I don't know where
forget
to
that
send
the
her.
show is live and that people could watch the show. I think that I'm just like talking to people,
Yeah.
which is a big
Isn't it lovely
mistake.
that it's live? Because we can't take back our words. And
Edit
half the
this,
show is,
please.
oops, how do I take it back? Yeah.
Okay, this is.
So I just want to say last thing about the
talk-
sweets which Sanchit has sent.
Ah.
We will
Yeah.
unbox
But we
them.
won't get to eat any
Yeah,
of
because
them.
you won't be here the rest of the week. It'll probably happen tomorrow or day after. Definitely day after, if not tomorrow. So whoever's on will get to. No, but we'll keep it in the fridge, and when they come, they can eat it.
I
later.
definitely want to try one of these.
Yeah. Are you a sweet person? I mean, you are sweet, of course you are. But do you like sweets?
Thank you. I am. Yes, I do. I have a sweet tooth.
Yeah.
But not so much for mithai. So when someone says a mithai is very good, I'm like, oh, I'm quite
But in
inspired to
mithai,
try.
I like malai and barfis and those kind of things.
I
don't
like
everything.
barfi. I love jalebi more than anything.
I don't like jalebi.
I love
It's too
gulab
sticky.
jamun.
It reminds me of semen.
Yeah.
Can't take it back. It's gone.
Scratch this whole show.
Take it back. Rishi, take it back.
It's a Monday morning.
Okay,
I was
I
with
explain.
you, Cyrus.
The
I
two
was with you
things-
till the not liking jalebi for its texture.
Yeah.
Then you
What's
took it to
wrong with the
because
texture?
I'm
It is
100% with you.
crispy,
The
it is
touch,
sweet, it is
it's very
sour, it
sticky.
is hot. What is
The
wrong with
jalebi
it?
is very sticky when you touch it and all
Yeah.
that. I don't know.
Then you
I
lick
mean,
your fingers.
yeah.
It's all gone.
what did you say?
After you eat it. Everything is not innuendo, okay? This is some just genuine
Beta, my heart
jalebi
is-
fan
My
club.
heart can't handle this kind of. What? I can't. Please, can we get regular
I hate-
people? Where's the old Ayushi gone? The conservative, sweet one who only spoke about shipping. Not- of course, there are seamen in shipping, so yeah, I can guess the connection.
There you
There you
go.
Yeah, not
You
your
made
fault.
There you go.
Yeah. But tell me
There
next time
you
you touch a jalebi. Again, I apologize.
Ariful Islam says, no, Cyrus, you have now ruined jalebi for me, which is true.
Baba,
Why would you do this?
It's just the texture, just on your fingers. You have to go. How do you clean it? It doesn't get. It's like oil. It doesn't go.
But all mithai, when you pick it up, it relieves like some sort
The
of
rest of it is not so
residue on your
squishy and all.
finger.
It is very squishy. I can't bear
What
it.
jalebis are you eating that they're squishy? They're not squishy. They're so
Not the
crisp.
jalebi itself per se. It's the jalebi ka after effect, the residual
Oh,
touch
and
that's there.
barfi is not
It's a
soft
tactile
and
issue.
like gooey.
No, not so bad. Barfi sort of your fingers forget it. Besides, I can
Yeah,
just
so
use-
does your mouth because it's so like nothing.
Ah, what are you saying? How can you compare barfi to a jalebi? I mean, that's like comparing Sachin
I will tell
Tendulkar
you-
to some
I'll tell you,
Ranji
Cyrus,
Trophy
the
player from.
perfect-
Huh?
I'll tell you the perfect middle ground there is what we South. Again, you have to thank us for so many things, you North Indians. Anyways, is the
Okay, firstly-
is the jangari.
Is what?
Is this thing called the jangari? I hope I'm pronouncing
Prawn,
that right.
Jahangir.
It's
chinga.
You mean Salim,
no,
son of
No.
Akbar?
it's basically orange.
He was
in
not so
colour.
good. He
It's
didn't
better
live up to
version of-
Akbar's expectations.
Huh.
Jahangir was a bit of a
Who's-
letdown in the Mughal
How is
line.
Jahangir solving my
No.
problem with the jalebi? I don't.
I don't know. I thought he said he was
Exactly,
talking about
that is
Jahangir.
Ayush-
Did he?
No, not jangir. It's called jangari. It's a South Indian thing.
Okay, jangari.
It's basically an upgrade on the jalebi. All right. It's all the sticky gooiness that you talk about in the jalebi. This thing like outdoes it. It's a plain good old sweet.
So you already
It has,
invented the
like-
answer to the jalebi touch issue by having the
we are
jangari.
way ahead. We are way ahead of you North Indians. I'm telling you, it's just not even funny.
Gulab jamuns are great. I love gulab jamuns.
But I use a spoon.
Gulab
for,
jamun's
I
hot.
use a spoon for gulab jamun.
Yeah, who doesn't use a spoon?
Yes.
for
Yeah, so
gulab
I don't have a
jamun?
real
Heathen?
problem because I'm able to eat it without touching. So that's, I mean, in the old
Yeah.
days, now I can't eat them. The only
Oh,
gulab
because the
jamuns
same
I'm
stickiness
allowed to
issue
No,
that
eat.
you're
no,
talking
no.
about.
No.
Down, boy.
Exactly.
HUFT is here to keep us in check. Yeah.
What other sweets?
Gulab
are
jamun
good?
though, hot gulab
Sriraam, you should have been in the
jamun with-
studio. You're missing all the fun me and Ayushi are having.
Kaju katri?
That's-
No,
Katli?
I don't like.
You don't like
all.
it?
No, not my thing.
Pedas?
Yeah, who doesn't like it? I mean,
Like that
most of
Ganpati,
them.
that nice like yellow
the
peda.
modak?
Not the
Modak?
modak, the flat peda that comes.
If they're milky and malai, I like them. It's like
yes,
that.
yes.
I can smell it actually. I'll know immediately. I don't have to taste it. It's like a girl.
And you know
I
that
can smell girls I like. You know that I really
Ghevar?
can.
Ghevar?
Nice. Oh.
What about Ghevar?
What do you smell right now?
Ayushi.
Sparsh.
Sparsh?
Ghevar is
Spar-
great.
I'm getting mixed signals. Ayushi clearly girl. Sparsh. I'm getting a little bit of Meenakshi Sheshadri.
Just look at that
had a
hair
child
toss.
with
My
Poonam
God.
Dhillon, something like that. There's little femininity.
But
which
talking
is-
about food,
Hey.
we do have a news topic that has some weak connection to food, which surely you would have heard about this. There's two climate activists who opened 2 cans of
Right.
tomato soup and
threw it.
splashed
Oh,
it
yeah,
at
yeah.
Van Gogh's sunflowers.
See, their terrorists are really passive compared to ours.
And then
I'm
they
just saying.
glued themselves with one hand to the
Yeah.
wall of the museum, or the wall beneath the painting.
Yeah.
And then they had this
So,
entire speech
could they-
about
could they have been from
climate change and
Could
all
they
of
have been
that
from the
stuff.
Congress? Sorry to interrupt because the hand gesture was confusing.
But there was an upside down hand. They didn't do the hand to the face.
Then BJP making fun of the Congress.
Exactly.
Clearly, yeah.
And the soup was quite orange actually. But no, never mind.
But
Let's
technically,
not go away
what's
from
Van
that.
There's
Gogh
a-
got to do with it?
That's what I wondered because he wasn't.
Who you call Van
I
Gogh?
think it's just
As
the-
far as I know, he was not a big pollutant or supporter of the oil industry.
No, I think it's the
So-
larger thing about
He
how
didn't drive
it's like this
the
sort
wrong
of-
car.
Exactly.
He had electric vehicles
But that, see,
he
the
would use himself.
Volvo XC40 wasn't
you go,
invented then.
recharge, yeah.
Now, if you had it, nobody's
This
going to
is-
throw soup at you. So buy the car because
This is
nobody
the-
will throw soup
This is
at
a
you.
great thing because it's now a thing. It's a group called Stop Oil or something like that, and their thing is that they'll go vandalize all these like high pollutant, fuel guzzling things.
Will they come to India?
And just no.
Because we're on their
You know,
side.
the irony-
Volvo's our sponsor. So we, in a sense, we're environmental friendly guys.
Yeah.
But you know
If
the-
anything, this is the environmental story of the day.
This is-
So there was yesterday someone in London.
Sorry,
at
we'll
a
have to let him
Aston
speak.
Martin,
Go on.
sorry, someone in London at an Aston Martin.
Yeah,
showroom,
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
it's at
Liz
this-
Truss.
did the same thing.
On her last days as
Huh.
Prime Minister. Yeah, go on.
It's coming. It's
Hey,
coming. She is out
did you
soon.
see that? Hey, Sai, did you read that where Scotland said they'll have their own referendum where they want to move away from the UK
They
and
already
join
had
the
the
EU back?
referendum.
They've had it like a couple times already
Yeah,
now.
what, 2 years back?
Yeah.
3 years
No,
back?
but they're saying that. But what they're saying is that they want to leave the UK and rejoin the
EU.
Union, EU. Yeah. In fact, many of the counties
So-
are saying that. I mean, Leicester, Gloucester.
Because now all the effects that they warned against have now
Yeah,
come into
yeah,
play. It's
yeah.
all anyway. But what were you saying about Aston Martin?
No, it's just that there's a whole group where they start to like vandalize things with orange, and
With
this
orange?
time it's for a good cause.
Does
This
our
time it's for
government
a
But
know?
we
good
didn't-
cause.
we didn't
Unlike
say anything about
General
that.
Saffron, unlike General Saffron, which vandalizes for
Okay,
riots,
okay,
this
why?
one is
Why?
for
We
the-
got what you had to. You don't have to underline it. You're doing a Vijay. Don't do a Vijay.
What did I do? I was talking
This is a very
about,
neutral
you know,
show. We're talking about healing the world. We spread
Yes.
love and
Actually, we're not.
passive thought.
We are
Making it a better
neutral in the
place.
opposite, which I've said before. We're equal opportunity assholes. Like everyone
You
gets
got
it.
anti-Hindu today. I'm very worried for
Yeah.
you. Yeah. The
Why
walk
did
from
you
here
br-
to your
why did
office,
you
just
bring
be
it back?
careful.
Why did you
Forget
bring it up
that.
again?
The next time she takes a left at Pizza by the Bay, her net worth is half.
In this
apparently.
country, never take a left. He's trying to make a point here.
I know. Always
Yeah,
go
get
right.
it. Oh, God,
And
Vijay.
never
Another
take a
Vijay
left.
moment. Underline it
Never
again.
take a left, Cyrus, especially when it's next to an Italian joint.
Wow. Yeah, as convoluted as you can. We've got all
There you
your
go.
points. Yeah,
I mean,
fair
to be
enough.
honest, if they were
Except-
any
Now
more
we're trying to do
left,
what is
they would
called the
topple into
comedian is trying to show his
Adriatic.
intelligence. All three of us have final intelligence. The comedy is going out of the window, but we'll show you how we can connect things. Yeah.
We're very intelligent, and we must need
Hey,
we need you
listen
to
though,
know that
let's-
we are there.
Hey, let's bring this all in together with a sports thing. World Cup's coming up
No, one
soon.
second. I still think we need to
Which
talk
World
a little
Cup?
bit about the suit
November
thing.
18th or the one in the next
Cyrus.
6 days? Sorry.
Tell me,
No,
but I actually
this-
want your opinion on this. Wait, do you think that this
Huh.
kind of activism actually it does it mean anything? Does it yield anything? Does it go
I think
anywhere?
the only kind of activism is
Yeah,
crying people. That's
No,
all,
I think
feel.
I think it's also to do with the fact that they're at a point where they're just very emotional, so they behave like Indians.
But these are like young, for
Yeah,
example, when you see, not example, this is a pointed thing. I watched that whole video. One of the girls, I don't know her, so I it's hard for me to comment, but she's wearing like fake nails. Now, fake nails are made out of plastic. Plastic industry uses
She's
is
not
part
thought
of
it
the
through.
thing. You've not thought through. If you are really going to take such a high stand at such a high place, don't you think that a lot of other things in your life must align to this message
No,
that
but
you expect other people
see,
to abide by?
I think there's a time in our lives, you remember in your early 20s for males at least, it's around that time, where you want to find things to believe in. Like I remember we weren't allowed into ghetto because we were stag. And and I used to
What?
because
Yeah,
you
there was a
had to have a
time.
girl, right? They wouldn't let you in. Like when I was in my early 20s, like
I
1920.
love ghetto. and
So we
now
all
that
loved
whole
ghetto,
thing
but
has
we'd have one
ruined
girl.
And no, but that thing is
We were
ruined
like
my memory
Malba
now.
Hilka Mahabharat. We had like 1 or 2 girls and 7, 8 guys, and we had to, recycle them. It was not easy. It was very hard. Nothing has changed, by the way. It's just that after some time they did let us in. So my crusade was I'm going to shut down ghetto and all. I was very upset. I was very hurt.
But I think when you're young,
And
there's
I-
a lot of things that you're upset and hurt about. There were so many things, and when I was growing up, I was like, "Oh, I'm definitely never going to stand for this. I'm always going to side with this kind of." You have so many principles, and as you grow older, you
They get
understand.
eroded.
Well, no, you understand that the issue is in black and white, right? You know that there are different shades of. But something like
That
this,
is
what
fair
have you?
enough.
But what
Then-
have you gained from this?
Also,
Nothing.
the
I think
activists
that's
that you're
the-
like-
The
but I
entire
do
world
support-
is mocking
but-
you.
no, but
You're looking
Ayushi,
down.
I do
People are
support-
literally retweeting it, being like, "I'm going to burn my canister of oil now watching this." Like,
Yeah,
what
but
was the
no, but
point?
Ayushi,
It's all
Ayushi, I
emotive.
do
You see,
feel
it's,
that
it's
this
so-
is
like you said about the fingernails, there's no thought process. It's not clinical enough for me. I like more clinical thought.
honestly, Cyrus, Ayushi, I think the fingernail thing is like a bit tangential. It really is like the straw debate in terms of stop
Fine.
using straws because
Fine.
those lotion.
I'm
You
not-
leftist.
Having said
You
that,
fucking leftist.
having-
I agree
You're
it's
not
not
allowed
the
on the
best.
show,
Having said
Sriram.
that-
I agree it's
having
not the
said
best
that, I
platform to hold her
of
against.
all the things, right? I think I do massively sympathize with these guys and Greta Thunberg of the world is because I feel like this is for once an issue of survival. Climate sort of activism, it might get radicalized, but I think it's one of those radicalizations that I'm on board with. Because
Why the Van
you
Gogh
are-
painting and the Aston Martin
Yeah,
in
why
particular?
that?
Why those
I feel
brands?
it's just I'll tell you this is
He
what
cut
how
out at
I
that
see
moment.
You know,
It was
like growing
really
up,
perfect.
Wow.
No, this is how I see it. Growing up,
Power of
right,
Aston
in the
Martin, I
news-
tell you.
The power.
You mess with
Listen,
them and
growing up, I
Yes,
used
Sriram,
to
take
like
4.
when we used to listen to the news or hear the news or watch the news. What the fuck am I talking about? Huh?
Yeah.
Watch the news. The weather report would come in the end. I think shouldn't we just now start the news, the weather report? Listen, guys, this is how much the sea levels are rising. We are fucked. Let's do something. It's just glossed over so much that no one's doing anything. It's like 99% of scientists agree that this is the most important catastrophe that we should focus all our energies on. So
Shri,
Ah,
where's the punchline?
There's
become an
no punchline
environmentalist.
here.
I changed my comedian to an
I
environmentalist
don't
in 45 minutes.
I don't think
we
I'm-
lost the
I'm not
comedian.
This is what happens when you go to
Now-
Delhi.
No,
No,
This is
here's
what
an
happens when
ex-comedian.
go
You
to-
mentioned ex-comedian in the beginning. Here's an ex-comedian.
Are you dating Sarah?
He's our environmentalist. Unbelievable.
No, I'm too busy vandalizing the Aston Martin showroom. So,
I still don't get it.
have
Why the
time for
Van Gogh
that.
thing? What is the connection
That's
exactly?
what I didn't
I
get.
feel
because
it's not. I think the connection
represents-
is just the fact that you, at this point, you need to make some noise in order to just be heard. Like, do something outrageous because that's what the media picks up. The
And they
fact
don't
that
have-
they vandalize the
they don't
Van
have
Gogh
Big
thing
Boss,
and
no?
we're talking about
Yeah.
it is the fact that it's sort of gained some traction.
That's a good point.
It might not be the.
But
it
the
might not be the best
organization,
move.
the organization that funds the Stop Oil movement or whatever was actually founded. At least is what I read. Now maybe I also read something wrong.
Always do that disclaimer that it may be wrong. On this show, we should
I
just
know,
call
I
it.
said it.
The show
I
should
could be
called,
wrong.
This may be
You know
wrong.
what?
In fact, it's
Everything
no
that
longer
I've
science.
said
Like,
so
that's
far
what we assume.
inaccurate.
Kripya dhyan dijiye,
Yeah,
man.
exactly. Yeah. I thought I'm now doing it even when I ask for directions.
Like I am,
Really.
I could be wrong.
Uh.
But what I read was it started by like these very, very multi-billionaire groups that used to, and they were affected by. Remember the California wildfires that happened a couple of years ago
Yeah.
in Malibu when a lot of people lost their homes. Now this is the
Yeah.
literal 1%ers of the
Yeah.
world that lost
They
their
lost their
homes.
Yeah.
sixth home.
Exactly.
Yeah,
So
that's,
it was a lot. This came from a time of they suddenly had this wake up call that now there's wildfires and it came to our doorstep and our house is burned down and the sea levels are rising in California. California, bear in mind, a state that is so left. If
so
it
are
was
you
any
calling
left, it
these-
would literally topple into the Pacific. But what
so these are affluent environmentalists. You now made a class conscious decision
I'm
that
saying-
environmentalists are there's the poor one, there's the middle one, and
I'm
there's like
saying
a
that
really rich one.
you have sometimes you have to also look at what the company that the yes, you're right that the attention that they're drawing to the issue is there. But you look at who and what the basis of this is, what the representation
I
is. We don't have to
100%
fall
feel
for every single time somebody is doing this.
I
It's
get it.
ridiculous. And
I
I don't
get it, but
condone like
so they're talking
fucking
to They're talking to
vandalism.
people who can buy an Aston Martin or actually
Yes.
indulge in
Yes,
a Van
and who
Gogh
have
painting in
lived
some level.
and who have lived lives of
now that-
absolute
now with
opulence.
That context, now that with that context, Ayushi, this is a classic case of the rich eating the rich. So we should just take a step back
And
and,
let-
enjoy
is this your
all
plan with the Shiv Sena?
entertainment.
You dirty bastard. Is that your little Maharashtra politics plan that you've been doing all along? Hatching a plot against
I
my
do,
poor
but
Shiv
But
Sena?
today's
then
the
to- but then to
17th.
add
Isn't it
to
today the last day of voting for the Congress?
Yeah, today's the last day and Wednesday's the
Wednesday's
decision.
a-
Tuesday there is a holy day, so they don't do anything. Yeah. Watch it.
Yeah, I just put my hands up like,
yeah.
don't come after me.
Wow.
No, I do feel that I think eventually in today's times you need funding from somewhere and something will be funded by something else, which has an ulterior motive of
Yeah.
some sort. So I think at that point
I
you're
guess
not going to
I'm
sort
just
of.
a big fan of the arts, so I was upset that they tried to desecrate that.
Fair enough. I think that's also the case. I used to be a fan of the arts, but now I'm an ex-comedian.
If you find two paintings of Van Gogh, do you make it two go? Like Van Gogh, two go?
That reminds me of that joke, Cyrus, where you know.
That reminds me of the joke. Yeah, that reminds
That
me.
reminds
I'm
me of that
always so
joke.
upset that I find these jokes funny.
I know. And then the first
That-
part is my
that-
support system for all the bad moments is Rishi. Really.
You look at Rishi and he's
I
like
look at Rishi.
cackling in the corner
Yeah.
and you're like, yes, I
No,
got
when
one.
he doesn't respond and you think you've had a really nice moment on the show,
Yeah,
it's
it's gone.
really sad.
But then
But
you have
when
some
he
real
does-
cheap shot and then
Yeah,
you see
yeah,
Rishi
yeah.
sniggering
Oh,
on
he
the
loves
side. You're
cheap
like,
shots. He loves all the personal malice. If he finds malice in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
conversation,
yeah,
he
he
loves
enjoys
it
it.
for some reason. What an evil personality.
and he's wearing orange. I like it.
Oh, you watch it, woman. You
spill
watch
oil
it.
right there.
Yeah.
Stop oil. Stop
You're on
oil.
a slippery slope.
Stop oil.
Yeah. You be
Yeah.
careful. They'll be
But,
throwing worse
Cyrus,
things at
just
you.
to-
Huh.
So just to add to your point, when you
Hanji.
buy two Van Gogh, there is two goals, but you can only take away. You can't like
To go.
have
I got it.
together.
I won't
Go,
underline it. We've
It reminds me of
AMAs?
that joke
Yeah.
that it reminds me of that joke about how like there's it says Jesus said, "Come forth and you will receive the gift of eternal life."
I'm
And
already saying
Jason
no.
came fifth. And Jason came fifth and he received a toaster. That's the joke.
Okay, so it's not religious enough for me to be worried. We can stay with it. Rishi's
Very
not
good.
laughing. Huh? It's a pretty funny
We
joke, and
have-
Rishi nothing. Nothing from Rishi.
Is he
Because
a-
there ain't no
Okay,
slight.
one thing
Is he a
against-
Christian?
before we go to
No.
before
He's not feeling bad. It just doesn't work for him because
It
there's no
doesn't work for
malice.
him. Mhm.
Where's the meanness on the
Yeah.
person? He wants that.
Hey, before we
Sriraam
go to
is
the
so
AMAs,
nice.
guys,
Yeah.
before we go to the AMAs, what's the thoughts on the World Cups? What's the
Which one? The
preferred
football or
11s?
the
Can we-
T20?
Cricket, T20.
Cricket.
Preferred 11s, India.
Namibia, after a
India-
great opening in the qualifiers.
No, okay, wow, surprise, yes.
Yeah, so I'm thinking that
100%.
if Namibia and then Holland beat UAE,
Should we?
which is basically India and
Yeah.
Pakistan that live there.
Yeah.
Holland, of course, is also Australia and England that live there. So, I mean, if you see the name,
That's
South
very
African.
true.
No,
Yeah.
South African.
South
That's right,
Africans, they're all mixed. There's a mix of all types.
There's no
Yeah,
Dutch
it's,
people on there. It's
Well,
all
they're-
these different
They're
heritage.
ethnically also
Yeah.
Dutch
Yeah,
because
yeah.
Afrikaans people
Yeah,
are
they-
also
they are
Dutch in that
Dutch,
sense.
exactly.
Yeah.
But their names
Okay,
like Edwards
but-
and all, which clearly sound like, excuse me.
Well, also the South African team, very good looking.
Yeah, I think so.
They're
South
they're
African.
I
they're,
think-
they're great to
fair
watch. It's
Yeah,
nice.
Very, very. Who's your favorite looker? And please don't say Dickok
Quinton
because that's a
de Kock,
funny name.
Quinton de Kock,
Oh,
of course. Yeah.
He is a good
There you
looking
go.
guy. I
Rishi's
didn't
back,
wanna
guys.
say it.
Rishi's back. You just have to say Dickok and Rishi's back on.
And
Yeah.
even that
evil man, because his name sounds wrong, right?
who's a very tall bowler that they have. He's very tall.
Andrik Nokke.
Jansen, or Jansen rather.
Oh,
Yeah.
Marco Jansen.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
He's good looking.
Not Nokke. Trent Bolt.
Not as good as your solar system joke, Cyrus says Ramanathan.
Hey, okay. So what's the 11 that we have in mind for India?
Well, I want DK
Uh,
instead of Rishabh for sure at number
Okay.
6.
Yeah.
That's
Fair
the only
enough,
controversial
fair enough.
position.
Bowling.
Virat
Bowling
at
is the
3 and
biggest
Surya
headache.
Kumar at 4 is not interchangeable, but they both
Yeah.
stay in the middle order. Rohit Sharma and KL, if he's fit at the top, you can't
Wait,
change that
do
either.
you
Which
not
one are you
want
talking
Ko-
about
do you
fit?
not-
Huh?
Which one do you expect to be fit?
No,
Between?
KL's got these injury issues all the time, so I'm
Oh,
always
I thought
worried
you were
for
making
And
a
he's
joke on
severely
Gogh.
out of form.
Sorry?
Severely out of form.
No, in the
KL.
practice match, he made a
Post-injury-
50. I mean, what is form?
Yeah,
But I
performance.
loved the
Yes,
I
that
love
is
the
classic.
captain's
That's
picture.
classic.
All the captains
I do
looking
feel-
ultra fit, and then you have Rohit.
Yeah.
I
Hardik
I
at
do
5
feel
is
that's
untouchable.
typical.
Yeah.
At 6 is
Hardik
DK for me
Hardik
to
and
finish.
Sky are untouchable.
And Patel has to come in, Akshar has to come in at 7 as an all-rounder, or Ashwin as an
Okay.
all-rounder. Both playing as
But
as
DK
batting.
over Pant. He's been.
DK over Pant for me just for this tournament, and then DK goes.
You're done then?
Yeah.
You
Not
think?
DK
Like a
Bose.
swan
Not
song.
DK Bose. DK goes. Two different things. Again, join the club.
Okay,
No,
then,
Rishi's frowning. He's now not even laughing.
Okay,
He's
then-
outright frowning.
Let me see. DK Bose? No, DK goes.
He's not really.
You dirty man. Dirty man. You horrible human being.
Uh, okay, 9, 10, 11 for you, Cyrus. Bowling.
Then we have to play. We're playing one spinner or two is the only question depending on conditions.
Yeah.
And otherwise, the three seamers, Shami has to come in.
How does Shami have to come in? I mean,
Shami should have been in the squad for me in all three forms.
But he
Always, he's
is.
just too talented.
he got
He can swing the
replaced,
ball.
no,
he-
Ayushi?
huh?
No, he's back
Right
now.
now.
No.
He's
back
in.
now,
He's back
but
now.
Just,
he was
and
already
he just
part of
reached
the
Brisbane
squad.
yesterday. He called me.
Yeah. Oh, he did.
Yeah. He said, "Shami, this side, yaar." We always have this
Okay.
opening where we
Cool.
exchange
Cool.
messages.
Ayushi, your thoughts? Ayushi,
I prefer
your thoughts?
Gulati.
Arshdeep,
but
I want Arshdeep. I want Arshdeep in that 11.
Oh, you
in all
like
matches.
Arshdeep?
Arshdeep,
No, I just feel he's got fantastic Yorkers, death bowling. Don't judge by the last series. You're looking at.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
so I'm just. This, if it
But
all
then
works,
do-
it
would
works.
would you bowl Bhuvi the entire 4 in the first spell itself?
That's an option in Australia. Honestly, that is because yeah, I know what you're saying. At the end, it's going to be a bit. What do you think?
I'm not as eloquent on this as you guys in terms of the
You just
order.
pretend. You think we are? We just pretend.
Yeah, you guys are so
Ayushi-
good at this.
What does
Ayushi,
Sunil
by the
Joshi say
way,
about
Ayushi-
acting? Acting is 90%
You know what the thing
confidence,
is?
10% lines.
I like to see Bhuvi
Hey,
come on
come on.
because then they do a close up of his eyebrows, and that's always a great shot.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm going to bring you the female
Okay.
perspective on that.
Ayushi, don't
Who's
do
the best
that.
looking Indian
Ayushi,
cricketer? in this-
Oh, you're
in
going to
this-
say that it's generic, but I think it's a toss up between Virat and DK.
Oh, what about Bhuvi?
He's very pretty.
Yeah, he's
But-
supposed to be a good looking guy.
Yeah, but I guess Virat's anger at some point just kind of adds a
He's got
couple
that
of
alpha
points.
thing about
He's
him.
got a
What-
lot of
what-
alpha, and DK
What
is
about Rohit
just.
Sharma?
I do not. I'm not
He's
such
supposed
a
to be
big
the funniest.
fan.
He's the funniest guy. So it's true, right? Hey, we all like comedians. They don't like comedians. Rohit Sharma didn't get a mention. The funniest guy in the team, not a mention.
Best batsman.
Virat-
I'll give him that.
I don't think that's fair. At one point, white ball, yes, but right now I wouldn't call him the best.
Poor guy
There's a
tried
guy
to
called
hide,
Sky.
poor guy.
The guy called Sky is the best batsman at distance in the last season. I don't think there's any argument.
Yeah, proper
Surya
360.
Kumar Yadav.
No, I mean in terms of like Rohit Sharma, you can't take away his talent. At one time, he was best
Don't get
batsman in the
confused.
world.
I'm talking
all
about
of
his
that.
looks.
Okay, no, then I'm going with Virat.
Okay. Sriraam, who's your best looking guy? Who's your best looking guy?
In the team,
Yeah. Don't
I would say
hesitate.
DK as well. I think DK.
This is a Tam Bram thingy again. I don't like this. You know,
No,
come on.
I- and
don't do
typically
this
I don't
clinging to
find-
the tribe business. Don't cling to the tribe.
I think because,
Who's
because
that
of
young
DK,
one?
like, sort of
That one
arc.
was playing.
Who's that young one? What are you, a MILF?
No, yeah,
What is
new-
this?
new
Oh,
in
the
the
young one in the
team
team.
right Huh?
Deepak Chahar,
Not Deepak. I'll tell you.
Ishan Kishan, bowler, batsman.
Batsman. He was whacking like 4s and 6s.
Sanju Samson.
Not Sanju Samson. No.
He just got married. Be careful.
Arey, I'll tell you.
There's
You
no
take
young
an
one.
AMA. Take an AMA.
There's no young one in the Australia and South Africa series younger than this.
No. There was, yeah.
No, in the recent one.
She's making us think all wrong. This woman is leading us in circles here. Stop it.
Ishan
That's why
Kishan?
I said no women on the show, Sriram. I sent her a message.
Yeah,
You didn't
I
get the
get
message.
it.
What the hell's going on?
Take an AMA, man. Take an AMA.
Take an AMA. Take an
I mean,
AMA. Quietly.
We thought we'd cut Ayushi's hair and you
I
wouldn't
know.
notice, but
I
then
thought
she
we just
refused
keep
to
the
cut her
camera.
hair, man.
we just keep the
Shubman
camera
Gill,
on.
I don't
man.
know, man.
Gil is not that young. He's been around for 3-4 seasons now.
Yeah, but I mean, like, he's young looking and he's very good looking.
Yeah, and he's dating some.
Ayushi, you mentioned this.
he's dating
no?
Sachin's
I said he was
daughter.
very good looking.
He's dating Sachin's
we
daughter?
spoke about
No.
this. Huh?
I think so.
He's dating Sachin's daughter.
Sarah Ali Khan.
That's not Sachin's daughter. That's Saif's daughter.
Okay, but both are called Sarah.
Yes,
Hey,
you're
bro, come
right
on.
about that.
I'm not Google.
You got
I'm
very
Guggle.
close.
I'm Guggle. I'll give you some kind of
You
information.
just have a goggle. You're
Yeah.
basically one lens.
Yeah. Did your head do a whole like, is it Sarah Ali Tendulkar or Sarah Ali?
I don't know. But I did what I did, I brought something to the party and I thought it should be appreciated as an old man who can barely
I
remember his
always-
name.
You
I
get a
gave him-
solid 7
Cyrus,
on 10 for that.
Yeah. I mean, K. Sarah,
Cyrus, if you
Sarah,
get-
I mean, come on.
Cyrus,
All right.
you could
Let's go. What's the next one?
AMA,
You
man.
could get breadcrumbs to a party and I'd be happy.
Oh, thank you.
AMAs. AMAs.
I promote you to disciple number 1. whose
but
name-
should not
We'll
put
have to
any
Google. We'll have to
AMAs.
Google. Yeah.
I'll be the one starting your Catholicism.
Oh, start.
We'll
Sorry,
share the wine.
I found it. My bad.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
Sriram, pick a question.
Follow me at Instagram and Twitter on Bored Brocha. I'm so bored. I need your help. I need your love. I need your touch. Okay, just follow me.
Okay. This one is AMA. What is that?
Oh,
one
I'm
food item
Nizar
that you can't
Bhaitkar
stop?
says Sarah Tendulkar, but it broke up. So I was right. My information was not wrong.
So you went to another Sarah
You
after
know another
that?
Sarah? Are you from Sarah to Sarah? Wow, that's something, no? It's not that common a name in India.
That's
That's
true.
amazing.
And also, you going from one person to the next person immediately with the same name, isn't that a bit
Yeah,
disconcerting?
yeah.
No, psychologically,
Yeah,
I wanted to
bizarre,
probe this for a
right?
little
Yeah.
while. Why did he go for the
Yeah.
same
I think
name?
you should get Shubman on the show and we can talk about this.
Yeah.
Can I be on the show? at that
You and
time?
him on the same chair.
Yeah.
Huh? How's that?
What? Yes.
Yeah. Rishi's laughing again. Rishi's laughing again. Look at the dirty sexual madman. I can't believe it. Rishi, I hope your parents don't watch the show. You've been exposed.
None
huh?
of our
Oh,
parents
oh.
watch this, so thank
That's true.
God.
That's
It'll
true.
be a great show, that one, because Ayushi will be like, "Hi Shubman, I'm Ayushi. Why couldn't you be called Sarah?" And then that's the
Yeah,
end
yeah.
of it, you know.
Or
like,
best she'll
just
say,
reeling of-
he's the young one whose name I can't remember, but I really like him.
Cyrus.
Bolo?
Sarah Lama is Sarah.
She's also Sarah, that's
So-
right.
Yeah.
Now we've run out of K Sarahs because that's 3, so we
There
can't
you
fit them
go.
in. Oof.
Whichever
what
one
I'm
will
saying
be,
is that-
will be.
What I'm saying is Sarah Lama is now next in line to date Shubman Gill, and that I feel.
I
this
think you're
show
right.
is
Or
giving
Abbas.
and
Take her off the
By
show.
transfer-
I'm cutting
transference
all the
property syndrome.
competition off. Sarah, you're no longer allowed on the show.
Arpit is asking, how does Cyrus know all this? That's the main point. My point is, I don't know actually. This information goes into your
Actually,
head
the
for
thing
some
is,
reason.
there's a misconception that Cyrus doesn't know about like
Gossip.
gossip
Yeah.
and like
Yeah,
Bollywood and
exactly.
cricket. He
Yeah.
is
He
keyed
tries to
in.
downplay it.
He is keyed in.
Yeah. He is.
TMZ, man.
I always assume
Oh.
Cyrus takes the correct guess all the time, but he guesses right 100%.
No, but hey, guys, this is Ariful has given my friend broke up with a girlfriend and married a girl with the same name. Have you ever dated the same name person?
No, I haven't.
No.
I have.
You've dated two Aishas?
Yes.
Was that
no,
a-
not Aisha's.
Two
I'm
Aishas?
hoping to get an Aisha.
Two Kunals? You dated two Kunals?
No, 3.
No.
Kunals, there were
Three? This is
Okay.
your third iteration of a
Yeah.
Kunal.
By the way, in Gujarati, Kunal is
Right.
also a female name. I know a girl who's called Kunal. Without any, Kunala. Kunal. So,
Kunal.
hello, Ayushi.
That's Anal.
Huh?
That's
So bole
another
chale?
chick.
Not Anal, Kunal. Like that.
Kunal is not a woman's name.
I got proof. I know a lady called Kunal.
You dated her?
You got catfish.
She's, I'll tell you. She's like my wife, like a Bhatia. So what does that make them? From
Kachi?
Kachi. Correct.
Aisha's Kachi. And she
Yeah,
married
from
a
one side.
Parsi. I love that.
But she
That's-
can't speak any language except English.
Yeah, but not.
She's ready for our side of town.
She's ready for Parsis for sure. Take a question
Take
for
a
Christ's
question.
sake.
I was. What is. Okay, AMA. This one is from Pad F007. What a name.
Huh?
Hey, Cyrus, I'm in early 20s and have started losing hair on the head. However, I'm getting more on back, chest, biceps. I feel God is doing a bakra on me. How do you deal with this?
I just want to say one thing. Abbas, if you want to talk about these things, don't
Come
hide behind a name.
We're in the studio.
Right? I mean, 5 seconds of conversation and end this, this is ridiculous. Uh, uh. By the way, Shavik says, I know an auntie called Vinod, and GK says she would be trans Cyrus. See, I'm just saying that many names we just have a wrong opinion of the name being very feminine or male. And then suddenly in one part of our subcultures, there's that name.
Yeah, like the name Ananya. It's a boy and a girl name.
I didn't know that.
I know a girl Ananya and a boy Ananya.
Now that Ananya Pandey is dead to me because of you. Unbelievable. Nice looking woman.
But she's not the boy Ananya. She's the girl Ananya.
But now you've said that. So now I'm confused in my, whatever issues I have about am I latently gay kind of thingy and all that,
I do think you have that
I think
issue,
so.
though. I think
that's
that
the
you
only
have.
explanation.
But we told
Sparshi?
you, we gave you ordinary woman cards. So maybe you are just straight because you're more feminine and then you're attracted to
Or maybe I'm just a woman. I'm just a flat out lady. That's what I feel I am.
That's true. You do sit with your legs crossed.
We had a female teacher. What?
You do sit with your legs crossed. It's nice. Sometimes. Never.
See, she's always looking down. If it's not the phone, it's my legs. This is the kind of woman we work
First,
with.
you were saying that you wanted me to check out your legs. So then
My quads.
Cyrus is the other way around.
My quads are not bad. I'll show them to you. I promise.
That is the other way around. She uses the phone as an excuse to check out your legs.
Oh, she puts the phone between my legs?
Yeah.
and, then
Stop this!
and then scrolls down. Is
I'm
that what
a
you're saying?
respectable woman. I have dignity.
Rishi, you can't laugh at this shit, yeah. Come on, man.
Okay.
Okay. Next question from Dushyant Arora. This mixes a lot of topics at the same. Russia escalating war in Ukraine, world economy on edge of recession, COVID resurgence likely in fall, Rocketman testing nukes, Liverpool facing relegation. They aren't relegating.
Well, they beat Man
How
City,
to
so
prepare-
that's probably
Yeah,
he
great
said this
game.
early.
Great game.
He didn't see the Man
prepare
City
for
game. Yeah.
impending-
Yeah.
how
What
to
is the
prepare
scoreline
for
in the end,
impending
Rishi?
doom.
1-0. 1-0.
Can you put the question back on because I didn't see the whole thing?
What? How to prepare for impending doom? That's the
It's a
question.
half an hour question. Now you say it again.
You want to do the whole? This is like doing the whole show again. This should have been the topic for the show.
Listen,
like,
I
this
do-
should have been the AM.
I don't know, Sriram, I don't know how many events you do where you have to anchor more than do comedy, but since my comedy is really bad, it's just, anchor. And what happens is that when they ask questions in the Q&A, Indians and their questions, they take 20 minutes. I have two parts to my question. First part is, with the falling recession in the eastern part of the world affecting tuberculosis in Finland, how many children will be born with 3 heads and 1 uterus? I mean,
Yeah,
And that's
then,
just the
and
first
then-
that's the first part. And now my second
yeah.
part. And you can, your heart
Yeah,
is...
yeah.
Oh.
And then they'll wait, like, okay, and I will let you answer the first question before I ask my second part. So they have to go through the whole rigmarole again.
But forget that. Imagine if they give you 2 and 3 parts, you have to remember them when you're answering the question. That poor guy sitting there in a suit thinking, now I have to remember all
But
3
I think
parts.
this was a great way for you guys to just gloss over the fact that he asked a question and none of us were able
Very
to
sweet of him
answer
to
it.
ask a question, even though it was a little long, I felt.
Okay,
Yeah, no criticism here, guys.
I'll
No
try to
criticism.
summarize this question.
Uh.
We all have like a doomsday plan in place, right? And
Wait,
somewhere we've imagined.
Doomsday.
Somewhere
But
we've
do you have one in
imagined.
You know how
plan?
positive he is, no? Come on.
Sriram is
Today's
like-
Monday. He's
He's
full
the
of energy.
King of doom and gloom.
Okay, so at what?
It's like people are thinking, what? There's not a single person on this panel who has
was
a
a
doomsday
doomsday
plan.
plan? Sriram's
And
like,
our friend is like,
obviously.
what?
Plan?
I've got 47.
Not a
I'll
plan.
lend you 2. Yeah. Go
Not
on.
a plan in that sense. In the sense, okay, you know what? Like, I've given it a thought. Hey, if tomorrow there's, like, we have half an hour.
Ayushi's
there's
on the
a
phone
nuclear
again.
No,
bomb.
I'm not.
What the hell were you looking at?
I was listening.
Your feet.
Your head was down. You had lost interest.
That's how I listen. Actually.
Listen, I perform with lots of people like you. I
Much
know.
like going to church. That's where I'm my most pious.
I think she converted on this show. Hindu bashing left, right, and center. Now she's admitted she's pro-church.
I did go to a Christian school. Maybe it's come up now.
Don't. This government is not happy with that kind of stories.
Even they don't like Christians also.
I want to swallow this. You have water.
Let me off the show.
Yeah,
It's been
really.
it's 11. Make a wish and then cut this feed.
Oh, it's 11. What the hell are we doing? Come on, last one. Yeah.
Okay. AMA, what do you guys think of Shavik Bachi, what do you guys think of well-to-do people who have first world problems in a third world country?
Is this like an attack on Cyrus and I?
It
Valkeshwar.
is.
This is just
Pretty
purely Valkeshwar talk, I tell you.
Pretty much,
Absolutely.
pretty
Yeah.
much. Okay. Have you ever had a thought that, okay, this is such a first world problem that
Yeah, of course.
I'm thinking.
No, but
Which is
everything's a
that
first
last-
world problem,
last-
actually,
But it's all
for us.
relative. Like
Because
I mean,
real problems are you don't have food on the table. That's the real problem. Or somebody's dying and you can't afford the treatment, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
And the
that's
hierarchy,
boring, that's
reverse
boring.
hierarchy of
Cyrus,
motives, and you.
tell me the last time you had a problem and thought, fuck, this is so privileged as a problem. I'll tell you.
I
Huh.
I had sweat on my thighs and my feet they got stuck. They actually got stuck with the sweat. And if I opened my thighs, it would make a squish sound. And that was a little embarrassing for
I
me.
wish you opened your thighs. Huh?
No, well, only I open my thighs. You know that.
Why?
Mr. Doomsday.
Sorry, go
Let's
on.
not oversell
Go
the
on,
product. This ain't no Volvo here, Yeah.
So that was your last first world problem that you had.
Yeah, and I was thinking it really bothered me because it was making this sound and I was with people and it just kept happening again and again. So these are the things that...
I was at I get that. I had a similar superficial kind of a problem.
Your thighs?
No, they are a problem area for me, but I'm working on it.
Wow!
I mean, like...
I would never say that, Ayushi. I would never be unkind to any woman. I don't take a chance. You never know. You live in hope in Arkansas.
I was at a conference, work meetings last week.
In
and
shorts?
No, I was wearing a pair of heels because I had to wear heels
And
at this
nothing
event.
else? What kind of shows
there was
this?
a strap at the back of my the heel, and that kept like scratching against my foot to the point where I had like really bad blisters and cuts on both of the back of my feet for 3 days.
Oh,
and I
damn.
didn't have another pair of shoes that matched with everything, so I had to keep wearing them. And at the end of the 2 days, I was like, oh, this is the worst. Like, what a horrible job that I have to wear fucking heels and you have to conform to this. And I was like, my problem was that I'm in London at a really cool glitzy event and I'm complaining about the blisters on
your
my
heels.
feet.
Yeah,
So mine is
but I feel
thighs,
that.
yours are heels, so you go a little upper body. Sriram.
No, but I feel what...
Steadily moving up the anatomy.
Give us nipples, bro. Come on.
The thing with Ayushi saying is,
He
like
declined.
how you're in like a great place and a great event, and there's just one minor thing can just ruin the whole event. for
Yeah,
you,
because I
and
couldn't
can feel
walk.
that.
With every step, I felt like the Little Mermaid. Every step was a little bit torturous. Like,
Although that's a
Yeah.
paradox in terms. Can a mermaid take a step, for example?
when she traded her voice in.
Oh, when she becomes a person.
Yeah, I'm talking not all mermaids. I'm talking Ariel specifically.
Also, can I ask you, I've always
Not
wanted
all
to ask
mermaids,
this. The
hashtag.
mermaid's genitalia is always not revealed because that's where the fishy part is. So how do we know that she has the wherewithal to have...
The mermaids,
Little
have,
mermaids.
mermaids only have the upper body genitalia.
And then how do you
right?
make little mermaids? You apply.
I don't know. You just when a
Patanjali
man
will
and a
have the answer.
mermaid-
Yes.
Cyrus, when a man and a mermaid really like each other,
I see.
once in a while
I
God blesses them.
And a little
Wait,
clam
you
opens
mermaid.
and out pops
What
the
Yes.
baby.
you vulgarian? You vulgarian.
Clam!
Ayushi, you please stop. The Spots can't handle it.
There are Cyrus, there are
Half the time I
Cyrus, there
don't
are
know that what I'm
birds and
saying is
bees.
there's an innuendo to it. Like I learn it mid-sentence.
You are just the innuendo queen. There's no doubt about that. It's just innuendo upon innuendo. All right, we have to end it.
Okay.
This is the end of it.
Ariful Islam says like fish do, Cyrus.
I've never
How do
thought about
fish-
how
how do
do
fish
fish make... Yeah, how do they? I have not thought
They-
about this.
This is the topic for
Can we
tomorrow.
get Sir David on the show?
Tomorrow I want to only discuss fish copulating.
May I
the
help
story.
out? May I help out?
No,
How
if we
does
can get
fish-
Abbas-
Did you know that
Abbas and
apparently
Silvery.
it's very rare to see sharks copulating? There's only like 1 or 2 videos that exist of
That's
sharks.
because the guy shooting gets eaten up. You know what I mean? It's
Oh,
just
that's
like
part
he's
of the
taking
mating
picture. And
picture.
next thing you know,
So
it's
if you're out there shooting sharks copulating, take a waterproof camera, man. You'll die, but then we'll get the footage.
At least it'll float to the
Also-
surface and we get the
Yeah.
footage.
but they eat
Yeah,
the camera.
and-
They eat
and-
everything. They're like goats. They just swallow the whole damn thing.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Goats eat
so you're
everything?
saying
Goats can eat almost anything. They've got fabulous stomachs. Goats. I'm a big fan of
that's
goats.
why
I thought it would be cows
Also, by
because
the
they have
way-
like so many stomachs.
Cows also.
Because I've
Cows
seen
also.
cow. I saw a cow eating a chappal that day. I was impressed.
Well, I think that was from our collection here at IVM.
Beautiful.
I'm sorry, as animal
Beautiful.
activist. HUFT.
I like how soon
Yeah.
the milk coming out of that cow is like 1/1000 like chappal.
Yeah, you can wear the milk.
Microplastics.
You can actually
Yeah.
wear the
That-
milk. It's very
Though
Micro-
not in
chappals
in
our
a
food.
different tangential on this environmental thing. They recently did some study on like breast milk, and they found for the first time trace elements of microplastics, which is just goes to
Human
show.
breast.
I thought
Yeah,
it had-
it's so
I thought
bad.
it
Like,
had,
because
trace
imagine
elements
from
of breast
conception,
and-
your
who's the guy doing
plastics
the
into it.
survey? I mean, how does that
And then
work out?
somebody wrote underneath.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Obviously, somebody has commented underneath like, "Those are her implants," and I was like, "Oh my god, why? Why?"
That's funny.
He
That's
was an
funny.
Indian.
That is funny.
I'll tell you right
also
now.
fish copulate where the men they throw their semen in the water and the women like
Swim through it.
Just call them sailors. You don't have to say seamen anymore.
Okay, bye.
Hanisha saying so long and thanks to all the fish hitchhikers. They are telling us to leave. The fish hitchhiker's
Beautiful,
guide to the
beautiful.
galaxy.
Bye.
All right, see you guys. Love you guys. Bye.
Have a nice week.
Bye. Okay, catch us on any of the podcasting apps, please. We beg you, we need you. Send us your questions on Twitter on Cyrus Says In. Or you can email us, even if you're not female, on whatcyrussays@gmail.com.